everybody, it's Mandy from Mandy Jean Chic. I'm doing a tag video that was like one of my favorite tag videos ever, and it helped me out so much when I was putting together my MAC palette. So I wanted to also do it. I don't even think I was really tagged by anybody, but I want to do it, so I tag me. But if you want to do this video, I tag anybody who wants to do it, and it is called the Ultimate 15 Pan MAC Eyeshadow Palette. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with MAC, this is a 15 pan eyeshadow palette. The palette itself is $8, the insert is $2, and every single shadow inside is $10. MAC has two pre-made palettes on their website that I think are $110 a piece. These can get pricey, but they are one of my favorite eyeshadows. I have two full ones. This one obviously warmer, this one obviously cooler. And then I have quite a few of these little quads. So what I did was I actually went ahead and went through all my colors and picked out 15. Like if you were going to start out with MAC and you wanted to put together your first palette or buy a few here and there of the ones that I think are knockouts. I have some shadows that I don't use that much just because I like them but I don't love them. So I picked out 15 of the ones that I love the most. And the first one that I'll start off with, and then I'll also do maybe some honorable mentions at the end, because there are some colors that I think if you are a lighter skin tone than me or a darker skin tone, you might want to look at. I am an NW20, NW25, depending on my skin. Sometimes I can even run a little cool depending on if I'm actually somewhat tan, which never happens. But the first color I wanted to show you guys, and this is a quad that was already made up, and I got it with the Novel Romance collection. This is the Enamorous Adventure quad. This comes with Sable, Sex and the Oyster, Brawn, and Black Tide. Sable is a permanent color, and Sable is right here. And it is a color that, in my opinion, if you're getting together a MAC palette, you need to own. This is Sable, and it's just a really pretty shimmer. I forget, let's see, that is a frost. So it does have some pigment and it is softer, but it does have some shimmer to it. Love Sable. I love Sable as a lid color or as an outer V color. So my first pick is Sable. Before I go into the next 14 colors, if you want to start a palette, I do not recommend getting the double-sided Pro palette because my shadows never stay put. I actually had them falling out. I don't recommend the double-sided Pro palette. I recommend these. Now, if you are a makeup artist and space is an issue, yeah, okay, I just would put better magnets on the back of your shadows. I didn't want to do that, so I just bought a couple of these, popped them in there, we're done. Now, this one is obviously my cooler shadows, my purples, and a little bit of my blues. So let me show you the ones that I love from this palette. The first one is Sketch, and it is right here. It is a beautiful plum, definitely matte, but it is such a pretty outer V color. And even if you wanted a dark crease color, Sketch is really pretty. It can get a little muddy if you don't, if you do an all matte look with Sketch. Sometimes Sketch can either overpower the look or it can kind of mud it down a little bit because it is very much a neutral purple. But I freaking love Sketch. The next one that I love, and I don't think I could live without, is right here, and this is Naked Lunch. Naked Lunch is one of those colors. It has a little bit of shimmer. It's a beautiful lid color, inner corner color. I love Naked Lunch. I wear Naked Lunch a lot. It's right here. I don't know if you're going to see it. I wear Naked Lunch a lot when I want a little bit of shimmer on my lid, but I don't want to go like full on lid color. Beautiful. The next one is just above it, and it's right here. This is Satin Taupe. If you love taupes, you need Satin Taupe. It is a beautiful shimmery taupe color that has that neutral, cool, it's beautiful. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just gorgeous. It's just one of my favorite colors. Again, like I wear this on my lid all the time when I just want a little something. I have two deep colors. This is Carbon and this is Typographic. I actually prefer Typographic to Carbon because I think Carbon, while it's a beautiful black, it's not the most pigmented black I have ever used. Carbon, original old school Carbon was super pigmented. New Carbon, not quite as pigmented, but I like it. But I like Typographic more, which is why I would pick Typographic over Carbon. Look at that. It is like, and it's this pretty, it's almost like a print color. It's not black, it's not navy, but it's like the perfect, if you want to smoke out your lash line, oh, Typographic is the way to go. It is so pretty. Look at that. Definitely I reach for this palette more than this palette because I like warmer colors. But the next one that I have is right here, and this is a beautiful blending out shade. This is Brule. Beautiful as a brow highlight. Blends out your colors. Gorgeous. You're not going to be able to see this because it's like the color of Mandy Jean. But it's right there. I use Brule probably, I would say at least in 80% of the makeup looks that I do because it is like the perfect blending shade for me. Blending out shade, not like crease shade. But it's really pretty. The next one I have is basically this whole row here. This is Brule, and then this is Quary, or Quary. I don't know how you say it, Quary. And then above it is Swiss Chocolate. These two together are amazing. I love Swiss Chocolate in my crease or my outer V, and then Quary on the lid. Quary is one of those colors that, like, if you like really soft eye looks, you need Quary. And it's just a really soft, like, taupey purple. That's Quary, and then that's Swiss Chocolate. Swiss Chocolate's a beautiful matte. Quary is matte. Beautiful look together. If you like more natural looking eye makeup, those two are absolutely a must. This one here is Coppering. Now I know you're like, well, it's not really like a neutral, it's kind of really copper, but when you put it on and you blend it out, it is one of those shades. It's right here again. This is Coppering right here. It's one of those shades that when you blend it out, it can take a lot of colors, and it's beautiful. Definitely has some shimmer, but it's one of those colors that I have not found in another palette. And when you put it with like it looks pretty bright, but it's definitely kind of a coppery red. But like when you put it next to, like, say, use a little Swiss Chocolate in your crease, use maybe even a little bit of Typographic and do like a really bold look, it takes on a little bit of those colors, and it is just stunning. It's a little bit of gold. I love Coppering. Right here, and this is Era. Era is very similar. It's similar to Naked Lunch, but it's a little bit different. It's kind of like Naked Lunch and Satin Taupe had a baby, and they named it Era. Era's right here. Really pretty color. Not as shimmery. Definitely a little bit more matte. But for a lid or even a matte crease color or a blending out shade, really pretty. You're not even going to see it because, again, it's just like a little bit deeper than me. But it's right here. Beautiful color. You don't realize the power of it until you actually go to use it. Now, the one shade that I use so much, and it's actually this whole row. This is Soft Brown, Amber Lights, and Woodwinked. These three colors, like, if I only could pick 3 MAC shadows, it'd be these 3. Soft Brown is like the perfect blending shade, which if you watch YouTube, everybody raves about Soft Brown. Amber Lights is like the perfect shimmery gold. Woodwinked is such a beautiful bronzy lid color that you can use in your crease, and when you blend it out into your crease, it actually can almost become a little bit of a different color as it's smoked out. It's just, oh god, Woodwinked is amazing. Soft Brown is like my jam when it comes to, probably 90% of my makeup looks start off with Soft Brown in the crease. I love using Amber Lights wet. I love the shimmer that you get. I love using Woodwinked wet. I love using Amber Lights and Woodwinked together. Soft Brown, Amber Lights, Woodwinked. Now, the last two that I have is Brown Script and Antiqued. These two I love. Brown Script because it is like the perfect matte, deep, when you really want a smoky eye look, oh yeah, Brown Script will do it. And Antiqued is just the most gorgeous bronzy shimmer. It's like a burnt bronze color. That is Brown Script and Antiqued. See how pretty they are? They're just stunning to me. But that is my Dream 15 pan MAC palette. Do you hear the ice cream truck? But that is my Dream 15 pan eyeshadow palette. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you filmed this video, what 15 shadows would you pick? Like, what are your favorites? What are some that I missed? Because I'm going to be filling up another palette here soon. You know that if you do pick up a pre-made palette, it is normally a little bit cheaper than making your own. They are, I think, about $110 for the actual 15 pan palette that MAC makes. The palettes that you make yourself, the palette itself is $8, the insert is $2, so that's $10. And then the shadows are each $10 a piece. So you're talking $160 for one of these. Not a cheap hobby to get into. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Bye!